chip on your shoulder. Everyone talking about a neutral AFC Championship game, not even thinking about you guys. How much did that motivate you coming into this?
You better send those refunds.
I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. We ain't hiding from nobody, run and tell them it's up. Back-to-back champs, kings of the north with it. Thinking they can hang with us, still ain't jumped out the porch with it. Long bomb to chase every Sunday, watch him go and get it. Double up on him, then we gon' double down on T. Higgins. Then throw Boyd in the mix, now you really iffy. Every Sunday showing boys how to really gritty. They try to shuffle up the game on us, but they ain't icky. Flip the coin, kick the toe, Roger to go and get it. Never know what's gonna happen when Joe drop back. He get shiesty in the pocket, I get shiesty on the track. Nobody on the team all pro, that's all cap. Most all around team in the NFL, that's all fact. Ain't came across nobody yet that seem like they can hang with us. They said we couldn't be Buffalo, but see how we call they bluff. Underdogs every week, they keep on trying to label us. Put your money on us, even if Vegas don't favor us. No matter what, we really came up, now it's hard to fail. I dare you come across that middle, Von gon' ring your bell. I know we under they skin, them boys built frail. Eli Apple out there chirping like a next tail. You don't want Salmon Trey to come off them ends. Rita clogging up the middle like a big body Benz. Right behind them Logan and Pratt, the turnover twins. Jesse Bates in the backfield just to clean up the loose ends. We just drafted Cam and drafted Hill. Instant gratification every time that they on the field. We can't go back to what we was, cause that's the loser way. It's been hard to...
Welcome to Reds Baseball, Bengals, and Brews.
Woo!
I am Dell Altman, joined by Derek Davis, David Altman, and the Iceman, Jeff Trinipool. What's up, guys?
I had a great time today. I mean, I got free tickets. I got to watch, 3 home runs in a row. I got a cool Hawaiian shirt. It cost me nothing. That was pretty damn cool. Thanks, Derek.
I mean, Derek should at least get one of the Hawaiian shirts. I mean, Derek, you could have at least negotiated.
I know. I should have bartered with him a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, here's some free tickets.
In all honesty, there was no way I was bartering with him last night at all.
There's no talking to Jeff last night. No, he drank water for a while. He had an emotion.
I sobered up twice last night.
Tell him he was getting a little loud, and
yeah, I sobered up twice last night. I'm not talking.
He was yelling at the table a couple times, which then gave Marissa a huge headache, and then she was in the vehicle, and then it was just like, damn it, Jeff, come on. And Jeff, he got some waters and he calmed down.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ted bought me more beer, and you guys already left by then.
yeah. So you have to ask Chop about those stories,
right? Exactly.
And then Houday Joe's got a story about waking up on a park bench by the police. We'll let him tell that one.
I got to hear that story because I didn't even know he did that till today when you guys told me.
Yeah.
Tune into the show Friday night.
We got to see like Matt Walker, who said Houday. He showed up. He was supporting the Glass Eater shirt. Also to meet him. Also to meet Anthony Anderson. Gosh, I'm gonna forget a couple guys' names because they don't really join the chat. They said, but shout out to those other couple guys. I think one was Brian and one was, Jason maybe.
You're better than I am.
I'm trying. I'm trying to remember names.
I can't remember
that guy, and that other guy.
But we obviously would appreciate anybody being. And then there was another guy who was like, "Oh yeah, love the show." And it's just like, "Oh, that's pretty cool," So I appreciate that.
And shout out to Teddy K, Matt's wife, Ted's wife, like Trenton Irwin, all those guys. They were more than hospitable with every single fan that was there.
And it was warm. It was warm in that area, and it just kept getting warmer because there's a lot of people. And we definitely exceeded that fire limit. I kept telling Derek, I'm like, is there 74? I'm like, there's way more than that.
I like it. Trent gave me a hug when he saw me, and Dale's like, you could have introduced me. Like, dude,
I did that show with you when you like you get a picture with both of them right away, and I never did get a picture with Trenton because me and Derek, when we went through the line, he was pretty cashed at that point. Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't even see you there. I would have introduced you. That was funny. Like I was right there. I was on the show too, Jeff. I'm like, oh, my bad.
And then Jeff goes through the line, gets another autograph. Then he jumps in when we're through in the line and gets another autograph and pictures. And like, damn, Jeff, you got like 48 pictures with this man.
My best friend, we expect.
I don't know if he would say that.
Probably not. I'm pretty sure Matt claims that.
Chris, it was just those two. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
My roommate was hoping Sam Hubbard would show up, but he didn't.
Yeah. There was a 6'8" UC alumni, or not alumni, but UC, not football, not basketball.
Just student.
And
he just,
man, you're freezing up.
Very, very good picture of you, Derek. The mustache is coming in very well. Well, you can start moving now. It's okay.
Yeah, but that kid he is good 6'7", probably close to 300 pounds. Like, I mean, just pure fucking brick shit house of muscle. It's like, dude, why aren't you playing football? Like Bengals and Bourbon was really. He's like, just go try out and walk on. You see. He's like, oh, I thought about it. It's like, just fucking do it. It's worth a shot. You're a big son of a bitch. They'll find somewhere for you. You can play tight end. You can play O-line. They'll figure something out.
Does Derek know his camera's back?
You want to reset and come back, Derek? Restart.
You're on mute, dude.
Well, Derek, restart his computer and come back. It's been doing so good. I blame you guys.
Yeah. I blame Dave. It's all his fault.
It is my fault.
You scared.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, David shows up 2 weeks in a row. He's not cutting out. I still cut out every now and again down here in the garage.
You did that on your show Friday.
Yeah, it's random. It'll just complete, and it'll pop up and be like, oh, so I know I'm kind of cutting out, but not really anything I can do about it.
I didn't even do a speed test or nothing today.
Dang.
Winging.
Yeah.
So you guys excited about next Saturday? I know I am.
I don't know if I'm going.
Mine's working now.
Really?
I don't. All of a sudden, my internet just was like, F you. So.
Well, it's still
saying
still can't see
the same thing.
You're blurry.
I'm blurry.
Yeah, it's definitely not back. Like your internet is definitely
definitely not working. Definitely not.
But we'll talk a little Reds while Derek's getting back together, so you don't miss any Bengals here. So, do you want to restart your computer, or
I would just jump out and jump back in?
That's a lot of times I restart my computer.
Sometimes you just have to do that.
And then I'll run a speed test when I'm coming back on, and then I pop back in.
That's what I was about to say. I'm about to do all that.
All right, brother. Hey, at least we know things to do.
We sound
now. We didn't used to know shit.
Yeah, we sound technically savvy now, Dale.
We used to just punch holes in walls because our internet would go out.
Right, you son of a...
But so the Reds, David, have you got to watch much of the Reds? I know you.
I haven't watched a single game. No, there's no way to watch it. No.
Yeah.
There's
and you're
up here.
Yeah, you're in Akron, so.
Yeah, I haven't. I've been trying to keep up with it on ESPN or whatever. Whatever I can do. But I was able to see that they were up 4-1, 3-1, and then 4-1, and then 4-2. But yeah, I haven't been able to watch at all. Unfortunately,
I'm gonna post this comment while he's gone because he will be way too happy to hear.
Yeah.
From Antoine, Arrow, you are black now. Hey, my brother, he would be way too happy to hear that because we always tell him how white he is. So which in person yesterday, everybody's like, which they're like, oh, you're a lot fatter than I thought you were. I'm like, oh, thank you. But then with Derek, it's like, damn, you're not near as white as we thought you were. What do you mean?
Oh God!
But yeah, man, the Reds. So Del McClain, my guy, hit another dinger. Greg's yelling it's a Christmas movie on Twitter. It's pure chaos. Back to back jacks. Jeff's standing up the whole time because Chandler, his son's wife, bought a ticket, and he's a gentleman and gave her the seat and had the standing room only. So
I was in the shade though. So it's pretty good for a fat guy.
It was sold out today, Jeff.
No, it wasn't. It was damn near sold out. So
I thought they said it was.
It might have been.
It was.
I saw empty seats, but that doesn't mean they could have been sold. And they could have been standing with me. I don't know.
Right.
So Chandler I got Derek's tickets last night, and then Chandler's wife wanted to go, so he bought her a ticket. So I let her sit with them. And then I went.
I know what he meant, Darth. I know.
Fatter, big fat guy. But yeah,
I know.
I went and stood up there. I mean, it was tiring, but it was not hot. I know Chop was about dying down there. It was too hot for him.
Like Prime has the Reds games on in Kansas City.
Really?
They can't have all of them, can they?
Prime?
Or can you buy something extra? I don't know.
Like Amazon Prime?
No, well, that's what I was wondering.
I don't know.
Jolly's probably got hookups.
The Bally's app, I think you can.
Which the Bally's app barely works for people that live in Cincinnati, like John about that.
Yeah, exactly.
To work.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
but environment was awesome. Hawaiian shirts. You want to model it for us?
Oh yeah, I can't button it because it's not made for fat guys. So
at least you can get it on.
I get it on, but the arm. I mean, it's cool. It's stretchy, which helps.
Don't be flexing.
Yeah, that helps the fitability, I should say.
Well, what were they giving out? Just one size? Like
one size.
I think rookie support on the 22nd.
I said, do you have extra fat? She's like, one size. That's all we get. I'm like, all right, well, I guess that's all I'm getting.
Yeah, it looks like it's working now.
22nd. That's the day.
Training camp starts Wednesday.
I know. Overall, it starts.
Well, the rookies report today, and Wednesday everybody else reports. Yeah, according to Trent.
Okay. Wednesday is the first practice,
official
right?
One, yes,
first training camp. Practice.
Monday they have the mock turtle soup. The big. That's where Mike Brown actually talks to the media. Pretty much the one and only time until we win the Super Bowl, and then I'll be talking then.
He does that on it's Sunday. He does it on Sunday.
No, he does it on Monday.
Monday.
That's Monday. Yeah, that's the opening press conference. They always call it mock turtle soup because that's what they always serve them. So that's what all the beat writers always call it. So
me and Chop was talking about that last night, and he's like, I don't know what the fuck. If they actually serve soup,
they actually serve.
So that's a real
that's a real thing.
It's a real thing. Mock turtle soup. It's not. No turtles were harmed in the making of that soup.
I conferred with Jay Morrison and Trags both. I was like, I didn't know what mock turtle soup is. It's some kind of chili or something. I don't know. I mean, Trags tried to explain it to me. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. So Jolly says for free with pride.
Oh, there you go.
Brian Gill says he watched on Dofu Sports. I don't even know what that is.
What the hell Dofu Sports is?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Let's check it out. And then Robert, what's up? Houday.
What's going on, fellas?
Reds with their third win in a row, which is much needed after losing 6 and losing 7 out of 8. But
did the Brewers win?
I don't know, but game tomorrow against the Diamondbacks, and then guess who we're playing again?
The Brew Crew.
The Brewers. We're gonna have to beat them, right? The Reds are going to have to eventually beat them if they want to do anything this season. They can't keep getting their ass kicked by them if they want to.
Yes and no. If you guys remember in 2012, we couldn't beat the freaking Cardinals to save our life, and we still won the division. Yeah. But I do think we do need to beat them. Yes, I do agree with that.
For some reason, they put their bats away whenever they go play against them. So if we can because most of the games we only lost by a couple runs. I mean, if they could just get the bats back out and do something.
Well, I honestly thought that was going to happen today because we started off the game with the bases loaded, and then we got nothing out of it until the what was that, the 6th inning, 7th inning? Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at it right now, Brian. Yeah, they played tonight.
And Crip, I need to respond to Crip before we switch over to Bengals talk because this has been Reds Talks, brought to you by nothing.
Absolutely
nothing. So, Crip, your comment earlier, I don't know if you've been posting something else that I haven't seen, but your comment at the beginning about you got a shirt in, but not a koozie. Well, I asked Houday Joe, and it's supposed to happen when an order comes in, if there's a koozie on it, he lets Derek know who has them at the house, and Sarah rubs her breast on them, and then she mails them out to our loyal listeners. So
that's true.
And
it's true. If I don't get more of them sold, I will absolutely have her do that.
And so since we missed that one on your order, which was Houday Joe, it's 100% his fault, and
he's sleeping on the park bench somewhere.
Him continue to take that blame. But so we're gonna send you. We'll send you 2 of them, so she can rub on both, left and right.
Yep, left and right
at the same time, like Cam Titty guy.
Like Cam Titty,
Cam Titties. Yep.
Oh man, Darth.
So did you? I like Darth's shirt. Wasn't it Darth who had the shirt? It was a picture of pork chop with a picture with him wearing the Cam Titty guy's shirt. But
we made that.
Yeah, I know. Who was wearing it though?
Somebody was wearing it yet.
We just now put it on.
He's made it. Okay. He showed that to me. I thought somebody was wearing it. He showed that to me. That was awesome.
No, that was David said he wants one.
I requested that. Yeah.
And then Joe got it made up.
That's right. You wanted it. That's what he said. Yeah, you wanted it. So then the next thing is you got to have a picture of you with that shirt on and make that.
Well, somebody requested a picture of me with that shirt on.
I think it was Darth. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was somebody.
But we can get one, me and you wearing it.
Whatever works.
Twinsies.
Yeah.
But I will say, so while we're talking about it, if you want to buy Derek and Joe were twinsing with the Chuck Sizzle shirts yesterday at the event. the merch store, bengalsandbrews.sellfy.store.
So many sizzle sandwich photos were done yesterday.
So plenty of shirts on there, Bengals and Brews shirts, koozies, there's hats, there's all kinds of shit. So if you don't buy anything, we appreciate it. If not, that's cool too. We don't really give a fuck.
You kicked Derek out already?
No, I accidentally hit that.
Oh.
I'm gonna say I didn't do anything.
Hey, kicked him out early.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna transition to training camp talk because David's been preparing for this. He's got all kinds of stuff for us ready. But yes, Iceman did have Corey Dillon, and it was awesome according to Greg.
Yes, Greg is very excited about it.
All right. So, David, you can kick us off with our – what do you want to start with? Most interesting camp battles?
Sure, yeah. I think that my personal opinion, the most interesting camp battle has to be right tackle, right? I mean, if they're all healthy. If not, it's Jackson Carman's job to lose. I mean, if Jonah is healthy, if Liel is healthy, then sure, absolutely one of those two. But if not, then Jackson Carman is going to be getting all the first team snaps.
Well, Liel's not going to be healthy. Jonah's going to be healthy, though. He's going to be his.
Well, maybe, because he was
Says who? Says him?
Says him,
yeah. Okay, Liel says he's going to be healthy, too.
Yeah, but Liel's coming back from ACL, MCL, and all that. So, yeah, Jonah, according to the doctors and him, is supposed to be ready by Wednesday. So,
but we'll see if he's not. I guess that's something I hadn't thought about. Yeah. Then it would be Carman out there day one at camp, and that could change a lot because if he would go out there day one at camp, then he's got.
There's no way he keeps the job, but
yeah, I don't think there's too much money with the other two guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he can play guard. He can be backup guard. But I think that's the most interesting for sure. I mean, if everyone's healthy, but obviously Liel is not going to be healthy.
All right,
but other than that, yeah, I don't know.
Give us number 2, and we'll kick that one around to talk about because that one I feel like we've talked about right tackle
starting tight end, right?
On a time.
Drew Sample or Irv Smith, ain't that?
Oh, fuck. who invited this guy on? God damn it.
Perfect.
Crip, you have gotten to my own brother. You motherfucker.
No, most interesting, punter, is that, that's what.
When you're talking
is that the second most interesting? Yeah, battles. I mean, that's the only starting
battle, really, position-wise. Honestly, that's
the only starting position battle.
To be honest, I still don't even think it's a battle. I think it's going to be rare.
Yeah, I agree.
But it is technically a battle. I guess
it's what to watch in camp.
Yeah, they're both going to get equal opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll start with you, Iceman, and then we'll kick it around. So. You pretty much already said there, but anything else you want to add between the Brad Robbins, Drew Crispin, punter battle? Jeff's just like, no, there's nothing. There's no battles. No one gives a shit. Show's over.
Well, that's a good thing. There's really not that many battles. We got a really good damn team and a really, we're stacked in a lot of places. It's probably punter, but like I said, I think it's going to be Brad's job to lose, but yeah, it's going to be a battle. There's going to be equal punting time, and then Jonah, I think it's going to be Jonah. I think it's his job to lose. I've said that from day one that Jonah's going to be our right tackle.
Derek over here eating.
I don't know what Derek's doing.
Where'd that come from? Just came out of thin air.
Yeah, I know. My beer assistant, she brought me. She made some Mexican street corn dip. It was really good. She's like, "You got to try this." Sorry. Live on air.
She just put it in his mouth and he said, "Oh."
He's like, "Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I may have another."
Yeah, obviously, friend of the show, Mustachioed Masher, the bald bomber, whatever you want to call him. Brad Robbins, man, I don't see how he loses the job. He'd have to really fuck up or get injured, in my opinion. So I don't know. He's just. What he did at Michigan, the way he punts the ball, the hang time he gets, everything about his punting is superior to what we need on this team, to Drew Crispin. And, hey, I hope Drew Crispin can go out and find a job somewhere. And if not, he's got DoorDash, right?
Yep.
He's already got his next career lined up.
I was about to say, and obviously you know who I'm rooting for. The only reason I'm doing this is
I
because
couldn't
of Brad
tell.
Robbins. Yeah. But I'm excited for Saturday, going and seeing, like, hopefully getting to see him punting. I know that's probably
see it
not
in person.
Get to see it in person. I'm sure there probably won't be much of that going on because of everything else that they're going to, the fans don't really want to see a punter, but I kind of do.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll see it Wednesday.
Maybe he'll put one up to the
He's like,
bridge to you.
I'll see it Wednesday.
That's what. Go ahead,
David. I know this is another one you had written down. So before Jeff shit all over this whole segment of was the safety battle, which Chris also mentioned here.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that's a battle because who's going to start next to Dax? I don't think it's a given that it's Nick Scott day one. Yeah. Now, would I lean? Okay, I'll start, and then we'll go to Derek. We'll make Jeff wait till the end since he shit on the segment. So Nick Scott, I do think probably week one is most likely, if you had to place bets like someone likes to do, the odds would probably be on Nick Scott being a veteran. They did pay him $4 million per season to come in and play. And Jordan Battle, they know they're going to have him here a while, and they can kind of ramp him up and keep seeing more and more out of him. I do think it's going to be hard to keep him off the field for the season. So I've said I could see him, halfway through the season, almost like Cam Taylor-Britt, just being too good to keep off the field, that you gotta go ahead and give him the starting spot at that point, if not sooner. But if Jordan won it straight up, out of camp in preseason, wouldn't shock me. But I would lean toward Nick Scott being the starter for week one. What are your thoughts, Derek?
Yeah, I agree. Somewhat. I think you're going to see probably close to and I don't really like the whole starter non-starter thing, because I think with those guys, I think you'll see maybe like a 60-40 split, and they'll be coming in and out, just trying to. The same thing with the defensive ends. I think they're really going to want to keep those guys fresh, especially with the speed that they have in the backfield. My whole thought is I think they're going to keep them a lot fresher, and they're going to be.
But I read something
rotating.
where Lou tries to. The defensive backs, he tries to play them. It's a higher percentage than a lot of other teams around the league. Like, once he finds his guys, he don't, in the secondary, he likes to play them more. I don't know. And we all thought Dax was going to play more too last year and 3 safety looks, and it just didn't happen. So I'm curious. But we did lose Trey Flowers, so there is still a little bit of an extra role there. It may not be as many snaps, but that's some snaps that I think somebody's going to get.
Yeah, I think honestly, if you looked at the end of the year, I think Jordan Battle will probably own like a 40% snap share, and for safety too. Like, I think the first two guys, it'll be like almost equal between all three of them.
Hey, and maybe we're all sleeping on Nick Scott just because we don't know him that well. Like, that's fair to say too.
Yeah.
He might come in and be a freaking badass that they targeted all along. That they were like, hey, Vaughn could get paid, and this was their guy all along. We'll see. That's what's exciting about this. So what are your thoughts, Dave?
Yeah, I think it's Nick Scott's job currently, but also, is Tyson Anderson, is he not healthy? Is he have any shot at all? Like, because he's been in there a year. He's not a rookie like Jordan Battle. Jordan Battle's going to be behind the curve, obviously. But, if Anderson's healthy, right, he got hurt last year. So if he's healthy, I feel like he might have a better shot than Jordan out of the gate. But halfway through the season, it's going to be hard to keep Battle off the field probably too, like you guys were saying. But I think it's going to be Scott's job. They're paying him. That's usually how it goes. Whoever they're paying usually gets the most reps at first, at least. And then maybe as the season goes on, Battle, Jordan will get more. As you say, 60-40, Derek?
Yeah, it's kind of
think. Maybe probably 70-30 maybe to start the season, and then maybe 60-40 towards later on. But Battle, what if he's like that safety on third down? Like, or I could see that being more prevalent than just, over Scott maybe.
Cover, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just wonder, because Von Bell is such a leader and such a guy like that even though, he didn't put up huge numbers or this. He always started with the Saints, early on in his career. I just feel like Jordan Battle was so much like Von Bell in all aspects of football.
Oh yeah,
It's
smart.
gonna be hard to keep him off the field.
Cerebral. Yeah.
What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much what you guys are saying. I think it's going to be a battle. Maybe not, like you said, maybe not starting by the end of the year, but I think he's going to be more snaps by the end of the year. I'm really curious to see, and I know Dale doesn't like this, but if they move Dax around, because he can.
God damn it, Jeff! I've told you he don't need to be a slot
I know
quarterback.
you're not gonna like that, but I can see Lou likes whipping stuff up. I'm curious. And then he might not do that at all. I have no idea, but it's that'll be. I'm curious to see if he does do that during the season, and if we do see more of the 3 safety look this year. Because I thought
who's going to guard tight ends?
Yeah,
that's most important.
Yeah, I thought we'd see it more last year, but Dax.
Well, we did see Dax do that towards the end of the year a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, not as much. I guess
so
not
that's
as
a
much.
slot,
So,
in my opinion. I mean,
yeah. So we'll see.
I mean,
he was going to be blitzing on 3rd down.
Right.
He broke up that pass against Dawson Knox.
I'm wondering. I don't know if I'm changing your subject here. I'm not trying to.
Don't change the subject. I got more on safety.
Okay, go ahead.
Write it down so you remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll forget. Go ahead.
I know that's always the problem. That's the problem.
That's the problem. I'll forget it. I'll write it down. I'll bring it up. Go ahead.
But I do. There's a little more on the safety I want to talk about.
Because
it goes along with or Hunter's comment about Trey Flowers not as effective, and what we're talking about with Dax and covering the tight ends. And David, you mentioned Tyson Anderson. I just love him as a special teams guy, but his 4.3 speed, and I feel like he's fairly good size. If I think I may be wrong on that.
Yeah, he was bigger than Dax, wasn't he?
Yeah, like height wise and stuff. I feel like he's a little, he's bigger than Dax, so maybe he covers that Trey Flowers role that we're, I don't want to count him out on that either. So
fast defense, man.
Yeah,
fast. I mean, regardless of who plays what position, they're gonna be fast.
You're gonna have
no matter what happens, there are a lot of good tight ends that we're playing this year. And I mean,
is it every year though?
So, yeah, it is because we're playing the same teams,
right?
Yeah, Njoku and Waller and Likely are 3 of them that are in our division alone.
Andrews
or who did I say?
You said Waller.
I said Waller.
Waller's the Giants now, I think.
Yeah. I meant Andrews. My bad.
Andrews, and then Kelsey. We're playing them. We've been playing them every year, a couple times a year, the last 2 or 3 years because of playoffs.
And then you've got. Dawson Knox, like I said, you've got George Kittle. There's a lot of them this year. Like you said, it seems like every year. So you got to have that guy.
But I didn't retire from the weekend shows. I'll come on when I can. Everyone is watching the Barbie movie, so I'm not needed anywhere by anyone.
That's what my wife and daughter did last night.
Did they?
No, you could have went and watched Oppenheimer by yourself.
No, they were going to Chillicothe and. Yeah, this is the whole thing.
He didn't want to drive 2 hours.
I said, dude,
Chillicothe's only an hour.
Something that's close to him.
I was like, there's a movie theater in Portsmouth.
Yeah, they're meeting.
There ain't no shopping though.
Aurora's meeting her girlfriend.
The key. There's no shopping.
Aurora's meeting her girlfriend. Then they're like, "Oh, you're gonna be mad? I've been wanting to go to Texas Roadhouse." And so is Miley, the 13-year-old. And I was like, I was gonna stop there yesterday in Milford.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, Miley'd be mad. So today they're like, "Oh, you're gonna be mad if we get to?" I'm like, "No, obviously no."
Better bring home some rolls to go.
That's damn right. That's what
bring Daddy a roll.
Make me some of that cinnamon butter to rub on my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I need that butter.
He ain't even drunk, folks.
But position battles. So, David, what was your next position battle?
Get back on track.
What, cornerback 4?
I think
that's
one that I'm really interested in is CB4, CB5, like who those guys are.
After Cam Taylor-Britt, Cheetah Bay, assuming he's 100% healthy, I think at least by week 1 he will be, and then Mike Hilton in your slot corner. So after those 3, who's the first guy up? And we'll say most likely outside corner, right? I mean, yes, obviously if it's inside, that's another discussion we can have. But first, let's say, who's the first guy up at outside corner? If Cheeto's not ready or anything happens for an outside corner throughout the game.
My first, I think it has to be Sidney Jones or DJ Turner. I mean, like I said, with the speed, the last, if it's going to be hard to keep that speed off the field. If I mean, Sidney Jones, I mean, he has got experience though. I mean, so I think he'll be first up, but if
Get the
DJ
first
Turner,
crack at it.
he'll get exactly. But I think that it's going to be, like I said with Battle, it's going to be hard to keep those guys off the field for the whole season. I mean, does DJ Ivy, does he have a shot being a 6th-round pick? I don't think so. Maybe he'll be more special teams, just like Tyson Anderson. But I mean, he had a ton of experience in college too. So I mean, it's gonna be a good battle to watch for cornerback 4 for sure. But I think it has to be Sidney Jones first crack at it.
I'm really interested to see DJ. I want to see Drago. I want to see that speed
Mm-hmm.
because him and Dax are former teammates. So it'll just be cool. I mean, seeing them on the field together. I'm not a Michigan fan, but it'd be cool to watch them. And it's just our secondary is in general is just going to be fast as hell. I mean, So it's the thing is like, are they going to get enough playing time? That's the thing is whose playing time are they going to take? I guess is the thing.
The good thing is the ones that aren't, they can use you all over special teams.
Right, special teams.
I think Darren Simmons has to be the happiest guy. The way
happiest coach, Darren Simmons.
Yeah, because we got a lot of guys that are going to improve our special teams.
100%.
Yeah,
I like that. And one guy you guys didn't mention yet that I think is going to be in that mix for cornerback 4 is Alan George.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we just kind of forget about him, but undrafted guy who's just made plays in preseason, sticks around on the practice squad, gets elevated to the active roster, makes plays in practice, just seems to get better and seems to be high character, good dude. They now doing the mustaches. Oh yeah, you can do it with your whole beard.
I can't. Mine's not that long yet. You can bring that thing.
But yeah, I think Alan George is right in that mix too. It's a good problem to have, right? And yeah, fuck you, Antoine. That's exactly what I read it already. And I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, Antoine, take that.
But
I love
but
him.
no, man. DJ Turner for me is probably a little behind. I think it'll take him half the year or the whole year before. Like Lou's gonna have to coach him up some, I think he's got speed. I think he's a little more raw than DJ Ivy might be ahead of him almost. I mean, from all the reports come out of camp where Ivy's constantly mentioned when someone brings up Turner, makes me think, and that's not saying I think Turner is going to be the replacement for Cheeto probably next year, but it might take a year to get him all coached up and everything like that. And that's the thing. If Sidney Jones does get beat out by a guy or two, then yes, he's on that chopping block.
Do you think
very likely?
Do you think this is the last year for Cheeto?
Yeah.
I don't think they draft all these guys. I don't think they resign him.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against him.
He's going to get a huge
He'll get a bag,
I think.
Especially if he plays like he was before he got hurt. Yeah.
For sure. If he stays healthy and plays well, he's long gone and he's made. And that's the thing. Even if he plays mediocre and is dinged up some, he's still going to get a big payday because corners are hard to find.
And the Bengals ain't going to give him any guaranteed money if he gets hurt again. So
they got too many other guys to pay just in general.
That's the thing, especially since we got him. I mean, that was a hell of a deal when we got him. I never had heard of him before, to be honest, so we signed him.
And
he's good.
I was just about to say, could that be something that happens with Sidney Jones? Like when Cheeto came in, we were all like, who is this guy? We don't really know a whole lot about him. I asked them. I got some Cowboys fans that I work with. I asked them about him, and they're like, I mean, he's not bad, but he just can't stay healthy. And then, I mean, you look what has happened with him and Lou teaming up, and he's looked great. So who knows? Maybe Sidney coming out could take off like a wildfire. But I did happen to look up because I wasn't sure. I thought I remembered something. He's a 4.47 guy, and so he's not slow.
They're all fast.
Well, I was going to say he's a second-round pick that was going to go in the first round, but his injuries knocked him to the second, and he was too good to pass up in the second. Cheeto's second-round guy. So along with what you're saying there, just the pedigree's always been there for him. It's health and stuff, and if he's healthy, and like you said, Lou, that's his specialty is secondary and corners specifically. That's what he, came up as a coach doing. That's where he was at with the Giants and the Dolphins. So I love anybody we get that he's going to coach them up. And I am curious, somebody, Chris, I think it was, put about convert DJ Burner play in the slot. You know,
I think you guys just came up with another shirt.
Chops talked about that nonstop, but no, if he can play slot, that's even better. I love Jalen Davis, but if you got a second round guy that can be that first backup to Mike Hilton in the slot and play it well, then Jalen Davis is probably going to get squeezed out, even though they gave him a 2-year contract. Because we talked about corners the other day too, so kind of along with that, there's 8 guys in play, and they keep 5 or 6 of them.
Is Hilton's? Is this his last year of Hilton's contract too?
No, he's got another
2 more. Yeah.
Let's see who they have as their starters last year.
Eli Apple,
Eli, Cheeto, and Hilton.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they had
CTB,
and they only had 5 last year, right? CTP and then
Jalen Davis was the backup slot, right?
Yeah.
And then they had to have
So
somebody else.
6.
Well, Dax,
They
had Trey Flowers.
Yeah, Trey Flowers.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they played Dax at corner too a lot too. So.
Well, that was after the injuries.
Right, I know. But I'm just saying that.
We're talking pre-injury, like
right. Okay, I got you.
How many they keep? They usually keep 5 or 6.
Yeah.
It's if they can, and that's the thing. Safety goes right along with it, and we just talked safety battle, but it's going to come down. We were talking on Thursday. If anybody missed that show or whenever the fuck that was, I think it was Thursday, but
it's Friday.
No, the show, the quarterback show was Thursday.
Oh,
Little Miami was Friday.
Yeah, that's right. It was Thursday. Yeah, I might get my days confused. I was on that show. I forgot.
Yeah, you were on that show. But if Mike Thomas is the thing, are they going to keep 5 safeties initially or 4 and 6 corners? Yeah. I think with how good the corners are and the depth and the youth and the talent, I think they're going to have to keep 6. Yeah. And I think they're going to keep 4, but I think they're going to pull what they did with Mike Thomas last year, where they initially cut him, but where he's a veteran, he's not eligible, I don't think, for waivers and stuff.
Yeah,
he can pretty much say no, and no, he can have a deal worked out to where he's going to come back and probably be on the team week 1, and they'll try to slide somebody else to the practice squad at that point. It might be DJ Ivy even.
They did that with Trenton Irwin last year too, didn't they?
Yeah,
he made the initial roster, and then they cut him, right, and then brought him back.
They'll do what they have to make it work to where they don't lose some of these guys, and especially with you can protect 3, but I don't think you can protect them in that initial, and it's just 1 cut this year. So that 1 cut, you're going to have to get creative with it, where you don't want to lose maybe DJ Ivy, or it could even be Yosavash, and you keep those guys. No. You keep them initially, and then you cut some veterans that you're bringing back, like Trenton Irwin, Mike Thomas. They initially get cut, but then they're going to flip it, and they're going to protect those guys once they have them on the practice squad. They protect them, and then they bring back Mike Thomas and Trenton.
Is that him or me?
The start of week 1. Does
You're
that
frozen.
make sense?
You're frozen again, Derek, if you're asking.
Does that make sense to anyone but me?
Makes sense.
Some roster gymnastics where
they're going to have to. They got too many freaking guys. They have to. I mean, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing to have.
Wait, but then if Yosavash goes to the practice squad after initially making it, does Greg owe me the 12-pack is the real question.
Oh, maybe.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I thought Greg said he'd be on the active roster like the whole year.
That's a tough question.
Makes the team out of camp is the way that.
But see, that's bullshit. If it's for roster gymnastics, that's not really making it.
We need a judge on this.
I think if that happens, then I think you guys will just split a 12.
Yeah. All I know is Greg makes 100 bets and no one ever makes him pay him, and then so I'm not going to even fucking pay up if
that I had with it.
The thing was, like with Greg, he made that bet and I just sat there. Like I never was like, yeah, I agreed to the bet.
And he just kept going with it.
He does one-sided bets.
Yeah.
It just says, we're having a bet. And it's like, okay, Greg. Okay.
Do you remember the bet I had with him? It was around draft time. I can't remember what it was.
Dude, he does bets all the time where he's like, I'll give you $10 if they get a hit here.
He's like, I got to pay you now. And
then everybody's like, no, Greg. Like, Jesus. If this guy doesn't get drafted in this spot, I'll give you $5. Like, I bet
$5. That's terrible odds.
He did the whole, and he did that the whole draft season. Every show he was making bets, and we couldn't keep up with what bets were out there.
I'm gonna write him down next year.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Good luck. Your hands.
He's either a genius or he's psychotic. One of the
two. Yeah. No, I was just gonna say the draft or the deadline day is August 30th. So, and I think there's going to be a lot of guys that that when we look at this roster, we're going to be like, wow, I can't believe these guys are gone.
Didn't make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's what? Is it still like a 12 to 16 man practice squad? And if you can start to protect 3 and you can do some roster gymnastics, ultimately it might be the initial cuts are like, oh, but then it's like, oh, everybody's pretty much still here. You're going to lose a guy or two like they did with Kendrick Pryor last year, but
I'm glad they expanded the practice roster. It helps. I mean, I think that's a good thing that they kept from the pandemic.
It just makes sense, like to have their practice squad because injuries happen so much, you know, and to have guys in the system, it makes and veterans can be on the practice squad now. So a lot of teams will keep veterans on there, and it gives them a job, so they're not sitting out. They can stay ready, active with the team.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Pork Chop's comment.
All right, read it, Derek. Read it for the podcast listeners.
Greg literally owes me a hand job right now because we got 3 home runs in a row.
I believe it.
Yeah, that was awesome too.
He's probably like, if we get a 3rd home run here, I'll suck all you guys off.
Thank God I wasn't. I was standing in the back. I wasn't sitting with him there.
And everybody's like, wait, we don't want you to suck us off, Greg. He's like, no. If we get 3 home runs, the 3rd one in a row, I'm doing it.
I pay my bet.
I was getting FOMO with all these pictures they were taking. I'm like, dude, I'm literally right behind you guys. I got none of these pictures with these guys. Like, oh,
I thought our whole thing with the tickets were
you were in the shade, motherfucker.
Everybody right there. I thought everybody was supposed to be beside
He gave
each
his
other.
seat. He gave his seat.
I gave my ticket to Heather.
And then he's complaining. See, he did it to himself.
I was being nice.
Well, then you're not in the picture. That's what happens.
I know.
Nice guys finish last.
Why wouldn't you want this pretty face on pictures? Come on.
We're off the rails.
Hey, 41 minutes into it. Not too bad.
41 minutes in.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good for us.
That's a new record.
That's batting 1,000 in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like it never happened.
Here's a question from Robert. Would you guys be willing to bring in Indomitian
Absolutely not.
For a year as an off the bench guy, $3.5 million, maybe 2.5?
No, I
don't. How old is he now? Is he like 39, 38?
Yeah.
He's definitely going to do something dirty, number one. And then you'll have to hear about Perfect after that.
And he wants to play, right? Every year it seems like he wants to play.
Well, he doesn't come into like last 2 years. I don't think he's come into like middle of the season or season's already started. And then he
he don't want to play a full season. He just wants to collect a paycheck and go out there and make a
win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which
I don't want that kind of energy on our team.
There's your guy Anthony. See, he likes when the show goes off the rails. Yeah, fuck it.
That's a great picture, Anthony. Where were you at when you got that picture taken?
Yeah, we know it was last weekend, Jeff. We've already talked about it.
I got
What's up, Tina?
Jeff, were you there?
Tina.
I was there.
Oh, no way.
I know. You know that, did you?
Yeah, we had a show, and apparently nobody watched it because they were all hanging out at MLT.
What?
We had a show with Joe Goodberry, and I was like looking, and we had like 9 or 10 people watching, and I'm like, well, I look on Twitter, and every one of our viewers was hanging out at MLT with
well, you know why? It's because Dale was on the show. Dale's the key to the whole thing.
That's 100% what it was.
I was not going to say it, but that is the reason.
It's not. It wasn't because Zach Taylor was down at MLT. It's because Dale was not on the show.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not that half the viewers were there.
Right.
Yeah.
It's because I was at Scene 75.
Yeah.
To get my arcade on, whipping ass at Connect 4 basketball, which you guys have not played. That is the funnest
I haven't. I've seen.
Connect
who was
basketball, dude. It is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Really? I
want one, but I'm like, how much would that cost to have a big ass?
You could make one. Just use like netting and stuff like that. It wouldn't be as cool, but
a country ass Derek Connect 4 basketball game. That's what I'm here for. Baby. I want to see it.
Connect 4.5.
Connect 4.5.
I'll bring out my fabricating skills. I'll start bringing the welder out. And
it'll be all metal, and the ball would never go in. It'll just bounce.
It would just pop. There would be like loose weld. Yeah. There would be like dirty welds and stuff. There wouldn't.
He forgets to even put a hole to where the balls can go down. It's just blocked off.
Like why are
balls be popping?
Popping balls.
Oh man,
sounds painful.
Sometimes I feel like some of the engineers at work if they were to build something, it would mess it up like that.
Yeah, you have no faith in those fuckers.
No, not at all.
All right, so okay, we've kind of talked position battles. Is there any more, David, that you want to get in?
What about running back 2? Is that even a battle?
See, did I say James? Yeah, James.
You
James
did say James. You did. You remembered,
probably,
even after all the beer you drank.
I might have said Brian or something.
You said Jason.
He's
Jason.
the one I introduced
Close.
you guys to.
Oh, yeah.
Jason. Yeah, James.
Yeah.
James.
That's close, man.
He hit the chat now. Now he hit the chat.
Yep.
I'll remember the name easier.
Yep.
Yeah,
2 out of 5 letters, not bad.
Hey, bro, that's pretty good.
Well, count the S. That's 3 out of 5.
I was waiting for the listen.
Hey, listen.
That's you.
Listen.
That's your thing.
I know.
But
I love it.
But any more
I took the
position?
picture. I thought I'm a pretty good photographer.
Position battles? Do we want to talk like wide receiver 4? Do we think that's a battle? Or
Running back 2.
And
running back 2 is probably more battle.
I mean,
That's Browns,
really
right?
think-
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's Trayvion's to lose, to be honest.
oh,
all right,
see,
so it's a discussion.
Okay, then it's
Why-
what we're
yeah.
talking about then.
we'll do running back first then, and we'll start with you, Jeff.
Jeff.
So
Well, I think it's
Travion or Chase Brown, and you're giving the heads up here to Travion.
Well, I think it's Travion because pass blocking. I don't know if Chase Brown can do it. Travion is, I mean, it's what Trags told me on the show the other day. He asked Travion about it. He said, dude, go check my tape in college. He's very confident in himself that he can pass block. And Travion, let's be honest, this is his best shot that he's been given to get some playing time, man. He's healthy, you know, so I think it's my personal opinion, the number 2 running back is his to lose right now. Now, that's the beginning of the season. Will Chase Brown overtake him by the end of the season? He might. But as of right now, I think it's Travion's to lose, to be honest.
All right, I'll go because my dog's barking. So after that, I got to check my dog. So I'll say Chase Brown just because he's too damn talented, and I left him as a draft pick. But if it was Travion, it wouldn't surprise me at all because I do like he's shown flashes.
Mm-hmm.
But with Travion, he's also our kick returner right now. So but that shouldn't matter. Like that shouldn't matter keeping him off the field as running back too.
Yeah.
I do like your point about the pass blocking. We haven't seen it from Brown, but he seems like the type of kid who's work his ass off and he's going to grind. And I think a lot of pass blocking for these guys is want to.
Yes.
And I feel like he's the type of kid who wants to, and that he'll be good at it. But maybe the coaches do trust Travion first. It is one to watch. I'm excited, and we'll have to see how they carry the ball in preseason, like because they'll get some carries and some pass catches and pass blocking. We got to see all 3 phases from them and see who's running back number 2. That is honestly probably one of the more intriguing. That's probably up there with safety.
Another one is will Chris Evans actually, you know, will he actually get the?
Will he make the team even?
Yeah,
he's going to have to take a huge leap to me to make it.
Well, yeah, and I don't know. Will he make it? If he does, are they actually going to freaking use him? Because it's good, Eric.
Yeah. What do you got for 2?
Oh,
I'll be right there, boy. I'll know if I'm on my way.
I think, I definitely think. I think Chris Evans will probably most likely be on the practice squad, or unless somebody picks him up. I mean, we'll see. He's made a lot of plays here lately, like with the past couple of years. Not a lot, but a couple.
How many running backs did they have last year? They have 3 or 4.
I was just thinking about that. They had Travion, they had Chris Evans, they had Samaje, and they had
4, I think.
At 4. So I think Evans. Well, I think Evans is going to be on the team
but I think Travion might have been on the practice squad, and then or maybe Chris Evans. One of them was on the practice squad, and there was just there was a call up for a certain amount of games. I could be wrong though.
I don't know. I thought they were all on there, to be honest.
But there's going to be some positions though where, like, do you want to keep 4 running backs, or would you rather use that
7 receivers
on a receiver? Exactly, like a Andre Yoshivas or But
I
was going to say
both Trents.
Both
that would
Trents,
come down, but that would come down to special teams, I think.
Yeah,
who's better at special teams is where that would probably determine
Simmons
which
will
way
probably make that final one. Yeah,
right.
But no, I was just going to say I definitely think it'll be Travion's to start, and then was that my toilet? My wife's over there peeing with the door open.
Sorry. My bad.
Oh, anyway.
We didn't hear anything, but thanks for telling us.
I could hear the toilet through my headphones. I'm like, well, but anyway.
So she is the second person to pee live on air on Bengals and Brews.
That's the second Bengals and Brews live stream ever.
Live stream.
Hashtag live stream. I love it. No, but what I'm actually excited about when it comes to the running backs is just seeing them in general behind the offensive line that we have, because I'm probably one of the few, but I am super, super excited about what Mixon is going to do this year. I said it last year and he struggled, so maybe I'm putting my foot in my mouth again, but behind this offensive line, I'm really excited to see what he can do.
Well, the thing is too is Chase Brown does get I'll let you talk, Dave. Sorry, but
no, you're good.
Not to say. I mean, with them drafting Chase Brown, I mean that's technically Mixon's potential replacement. Mixon has to this year. I mean, this might be put up or shut up time for him this year. I mean, he already took a pay cut. They gave him more money, which more money than he would have gotten, I think, if he went out. But this might be Mixon has to have a good year this year, I think, to keep his career going. Honest, and it's no shot at Mixon or anything, but running backs sometimes just drop off cliff. Now he had some really good games, like Carolina was an awesome game, Buffalo was an awesome game. They had some of them that weren't that good, so he was really up and down. He needs to be more. They need him to be more even this year. You're on mute, Dave.
You're muted.
To be more steady Eddie is what you're talking about. But yeah, David, what's your thoughts?
I think that I don't know. Is Mixon might be 1, and then 1A, and Chase Brown might be 1B halfway through the season. Just like we've been talking, these rookies are really good, and they're going to get some play towards the end of the season. So I think that running back 2, it's Travion Williams for the third down protection solely for that number. I mean, I think he's probably the most willing blocker they have. Mixon is definitely not. Chase Brown, we don't know yet. And, I mean, Chris Evans doesn't ever see the field. He might as well be the 8th wide receiver, at this point. Like, he's more of a slot receiver, if anything, than a running back at this point, it seems. So I definitely think it's Travion's job for running back 2. But like I said, I don't know if Brown, is he going to stick in there and be the third down back? If that, I don't think so. I just don't see that happening compared to the way Travion is talked, especially. Like he says that's what he wants to do. He says he can do it. I think that's his job to lose.
I mean, the thing is,
go ahead.
Well, I was saying, the thing is, however you want to slice it up, in the AFC Championship game, Samar J. Perine got more touches than Joe did, and there was lots of games last year where Samar J. got more touches. So I know he had great numbers. I'm just saying when they really needed them and big crunch times, they went to Samar J. instead of Joe. Yeah,
he had great numbers overall, but you kind of, like we said earlier, you kind of want to see it more like steady.
He'd have great games. That's why he had some really good games, and then he had some games where he wasn't there.
Yeah. But no, I was just going to say that, and to kind of wrap a bow on this, was it Chris Evans? Did he change his? I thought that Chris Evans was one of the guys that were changing his position and possibly changing his number. It might not have been Chris. It might have been another. There's one guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
On
our team that's changing over to receiver.
Well, T. Higgins changed his number, and he's
I know.
Yeah.
But he's the only one I know that's changing number. What position would he change to?
No, I forget who it was. Maybe it might have been Puka. Is Puka still there?
He's gone.
Maybe he might have officially switched.
All right, we've officially gotten into what the fuck is Derek talking about?
Yeah. I think Puka officially switched to wide receiver.
And I know that it was mentioned earlier about
a couple years
Travion being the kick returner. I think that's going to be Charlie Jones.
Charlie Jones.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be punt returner. But he also did. But
he has done kick too.
Yeah,
he's done kick too.
Yeah, so I think he's a returner. But I mean, he could. No, I mean,
I don't think that's going to keep him from seeing the field. I don't think that, as on offense.
Right.
And
the wide receiver
James,
4. Okay, it's still running back. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to say James. I don't see them bringing another guy in. I think they're very happy with the guys they have in the backfield now.
Yeah, I asked a couple of the beat writers that too, and they don't think they're going to bring anybody in. Which I'd like them to bring Kareem Hunt in. I think he'd fit in perfect with this offense. But I'd also like them to bring in another tight end too. But I don't know if they're going to do that either.
I still think a tight end's coming at some point.
No, Drew Sample. What are we talking about? He's tight end 1.
For James, for the end of that, or drafting one, I do see us drafting one again next year because Travion signed a 1-year deal, and Mixon will be on the last year of his deal. Yes, he changed the money around, but it's still 5, 6, 7. Like, it just depends. I still think they draft one regardless. Chase Brown and because Chase was a 5th round pick. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, I think they're going to draft one every couple years from now on. I don't think
how high they draft one will probably depend how good Chase plays and how.
Who's Michigan's backup?
I like him a lot.
That's who I want in the second round. Give me him. I cannot think of his name, but doesn't have the wear and tear on him
or something.
What is it?
He doesn't have the.
I like that kid a lot.
Michigan's running back too.
I want to say Donovan Edwards. Donovan Edwards.
Yep,
does that sound right?
Blake Corum is the number 1 guy.
Yeah, but he has too many touches.
Donovan Edwards, I think, is the backup.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Looking it up right now. So carry on.
Anton says you're reviewing the 2020 training camp there, Derek.
Blake Corum's going in the first round. We ain't taking a running back in the first round.
That
ain't
Look
happening.
at him.
The thing is, I don't think we're ever going
to. Who could play in that AFL league you watch or whatever you watch?
The XFL. Yeah.
Looking at the Wolverines roster, look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quarterbacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 running backs. This is why I hate college football. Like, that's ridiculous. How many quarterbacks and running backs and wide receivers, and it's insane.
It's a lot.
But wide receiver 4, just a touch on it quickly. Do you guys think that's just Trenton's job, or do we think Jones?
I think it's up for grabs. I mean, I love Trenton, but I think it might be up for grabs. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'd love to see Charlie Jones get a chance at it.
But also depends on if they're okay with him punt returning and receiving, because a lot of times they don't like doing that. That's the other thing with Travion. If Travion's your number 2 running back, is he going to be the kick returner then? So I don't know. I mean, those are battles or things they got to decide.
Then the other Trent's going for sure. If that, if he's,
I don't think Trent Taylor's going to be here. I don't think he's got a shot at staying here. I think Yoshivas and Chuck Sizzle are going to be, definitely Chuck for sure. Maybe Yoshivas, we'll see. But yeah, I think those two are definitely going to be on the team, or at least on the practice squad.
Yeah, and I think we might have lost Dale for.
No, he just froze for no reason.
Dog was barking again.
He's frozen the proper position too. Oh man. So, any more things that you guys wanted to discuss as far as all that goes? I was going to say I'm excited for next Saturday. I'm excited for training camp to start. August 3rd or 2nd, I think, is the Hall of Fame game. So we're going to have quote unquote football to watch. I don't really know what kind of football that'll be, but
hey, right now I'll take any football.
Yeah, I know. I say that every year, and then the first preseason game comes, and I'm like, oh.
You watch like the first quarter, maybe first half, and like, all right, I'm gonna find something else. But it's
first offensive drive.
Well,
Exactly.
It's cool. It's gonna be cool though. I mean, Ken Riley's gonna be there, so they'll interview him at halftime or during the show or during the game or something. So the Bengals will get some run, which would be nice on national television. So I mean it'll be our past guys, which no, Derek Shaw knocks shit over. So I wrote if you I got something to bring up. Like, I wrote it down. The thing Dale told me not to bring up yet until time. But
go ahead.
All right, so the 4 defensive ends: Osai, Trey, Sam, and Myers. I just thought of this week. I don't know if he's going to do this or not, but you think there's a chance that he plays all 4 of them more than just the third down? with maybe kicking Sam inside and probably Darius Miles inside and Trey and Joseph on the outside. I mean, is there you think he does that more than just third downs this year?
I don't know. Dale, what do you think?
Dale wasn't even listening to what the
I
hell
hope I'm back.
He wasn't even listening.
You're officially back now.
I just love the comment about Desmond Briscoe if he's going to make a
Yeah, I
play.
saw
That's
it.
really fast right there.
Dale, you missed the second live stream on the show too.
Oh, what happened?
Sarah
was peeing.
And you could hear it?
Derek could hear it. He explained it to
I
us.
heard
okay.
the toilet flush is what I heard.
I was just going to say, how the
I'm
hell could, with you have headphones on and everything else, how the hell can we hear her peeing? That
My
woman,
mic
fuck,
is picking up
that's a stream.
all the ambient noise that's around. Yeah. No, but
Fuck.
do you think
If she's a
do you
squirter, she'll drown you. Fuck.
Zoop. There went the
think,
show.
oh man.
I'm just saying.
Hey, I wish, but
Oh my god.
so what
Doug-
do you think they'll play the 4 DNs more than just on third downs? Like how many snaps do you think
I mean,
we'll
if they
see?
can have all four of them rushing every snap would be freaking cool if he could do it. I don't know. I don't know if he will or not.
So what? We're talking
That was the question you
NASCAR
told me to
package.
wait to ask.
The Rushman
Murphy-
package.
Murphy and Osai getting more snaps on that.
Yeah, I mean, kicking Sam and Darius inside and have Trey and Osai on the outsides. I mean, you could technically
Darius.
that could be your starting
Who the fuck is Darius?
4.
Who the
Huh?
fuck's Darius?
Darius
Miles.
Rucker?
No, Miles.
Yeah.
Sorry. Miles Murphy. I'll get it right.
Wagon
Rock
wheel?
me,
Yeah.
mama, like wagon wheel.
Hootie?
There's Miles. Sorry.
Rock me, mama, any way you will. Hey, mama, rock
Mama,
me.
fuck me.
What?
Off the rails. They gone.
What?
Ow.
He gone.
He gone.
No, but let's start with Dale. What's your thoughts? What do you think?
The NASCAR package? Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll do
yeah.
some, but
I mean,
Obvious passing downs.
obvious passing downs. I mean, will they do it more than that?
they're
I
gonna
hope.
get Zach Carter snaps. The Reader's gonna be in
Dude.
some. They're gonna rotate
BJ
those
Hill.
guys. Like, yeah, they're
Did you
gonna
see
rotate all that.
That picture of Zach Carter today? Dude is
No.
looking like a monster. I'll pull it up.
If he takes a step, and I mean, obviously, to me, we've said since the draft, we think the Bengals are expecting him to take one.
They need him
Mhm.
to.
He was productive at Florida. That's the thing. He didn't just always play inside, though. He played outside some. But you're talking a guy getting 9.5 sacks in the SEC.
Mhm.
So the talent, the production, things like that is there. Now it's just refining his game. And Marion Hobby's a great D line coach. So I don't want to count out Zach Carter as a guy to watch. To me, right there, if you're talking guys to watch in preseason, if we're moving on to that from possession battles, bam, put Zach Carter near the top of that list.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's going to get a lot of snaps. I don't think Reader will play much, and even BJ Hill probably won't get a ton of snaps. So Zach Carter's going to get a lot in preseason, and he might fucking dominate and be like, "Oh shit, look what we got here, boys." Oh yeah, this gets Derek
Huge.
hard.
This is my obligatory man with his shirt off.
Yeah, and that's a defensive tackle. Just like,
Monster.
it ain't fair, right? I mean,
No.
Well, some of us have it like that. I can't.
you know, wake up with bodies like that, right, Iceman?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh man, that's great. Well, anybody got anything else?
I think players to look forward to. Look at you trying to run out of here so you can go bang your wife and eat that salsa and get sprayed on with her high urine stream.
Oh, speaking of, right on
Hey,
cue.
Sarah.
Hey, what's up, Sarah?
Derek said
Good timing.
he said that we could hear your piss clear on the stream. I was out here, so I couldn't hear it.
Oh man.
We didn't hear anything. Is Derek explained to us what was going on?
Derek
Her
explained
dad
it.
was sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Were you actually pooping? You want to tell us if you were pooping? I know women love to talk about pooping.
Oh man.
Oh God.
Does he have to go, Sarah? Just tell the truth. If Derek has to go.
What's he drinking? Is that bourbon?
Yeah, get you a
Oh,
glass
Man,
of
this
that.
is right on
Listen,
right on cue.
That's his
listen.
pure white. His Hennessy pure white.
that's perfect for you. Pure white.
Hey, I did get some comments last night. They're like, "Dude, you're not as white as I thought
That's
you
what
were."
I said. I said that earlier. I said I'm fatter than what people thought, and you're not as white as what people thought.
Oh man, I love it. No, pork chop's booing that. Is he booing this or
No,
is he booing that I'm not as
high
white?
boo, not booing. He's a high boo.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. Oh, Sarah. Also, you have to send Crip an extra koozie because he ordered one and Joe forgot to say. And we also Derek promised him
yes
that you would rub
From
your
now
boobs
on. From now on, any koozie sold will get a boob rub.
I feel so gypped.
Hey, order another one. Order 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a good question from James with defensive tackles because Zach Carter, looking as good as he is, may make this answer no, but I think he's going to push for a spot. Devontae Maxwell from Tennessee, Chattanooga. He's an undrafted guy, but his production and his PFF grade and stuff on a smaller level was just insane. So he was very, very highly thought of as an undrafted guy. I think you try to practice squad him, and that's what the Bengals will try to do. But what if he could be this year's Kendrick Pryor at wide receiver? He could go out and have 3 or 4 sacks in the preseason, look like a wrecking ball, and then it's like you got a tough decision to make. Can you find a roster spot for him, or do you risk trying to get him to the practice squad and somebody claiming him?
Yeah,
I think he will has a chance to make a push for it for sure. But I'm going to say no, he don't make it just because of the guys we already have.
It will be over Zach, right? Wouldn't you think?
No, he's not making it over Zach. They just have to
Zach.
find an extra
that's
spot
who he would have to
somewhere.
beat, though. That's who they have to beat, though, right? If he were to make the roster, I mean,
yeah, I think it would
just Zach will be the last one.
It's if they were keeping like a Tufele or whatever. He'd be competing with him for like a final spot.
Does Jeffrey Gunther make this team?
He'd be competing. That's what I mean. They'd be competing with him, Basham.
Right.
It would be the D ends and the D tackles all competing for like this one final spot that he could get in the mix of. But I'd say he's on the outside looking in.
I thought Gunther played pretty good until he got hurt, and then we never saw him again. So
yeah. But they brought in Terrell Basham, who's a veteran, who that's going to be tough for him to make the roster. What do you think, Dave? How do you think that breaks down on the D line?
I've never heard of that guy, unfortunately. I didn't even know that he was on the team. I'm not going to lie. I mean, but I don't see him making the squad over any of the guys you've already said. I don't think Basham will make the squad. He might go to the practice squad.
You think Gunner will get that spot?
I think so. I mean, if he didn't get hurt last year, I think he would have played much more. I thought he was doing well before he got hurt.
Yeah, he blocked that field goal or extra point. I can't remember. One or the other against the Dolphins.
Yeah, it was Thursday night. I think that was a field goal. I think it was.
Who are all of our backup DTs?
I got the list right here. So your starters are Reader and Hill. Then you got Carter and Tupou usually backs up Reader still. So there's your top 4. And they only keep like
9 usually.
Well, sometimes they only
9
keep 4
defensive.
deep tackles.
No, I mean total. Sorry, yeah,
total. 9 total, yeah.
But if they keep a 5th D tackle, now you're looking at Jay Tufele, Dominic Davis, who was here last year on the practice squad, and then I think Maxwell is in that conversation as well. But if they only keep 4, I mean, it's Reader, Hill, Tupou, and Carter. I don't see any 4 of them getting pushed out.
It's gonna be hard for him to make the team. It's just there's just too many people there.
And that's the thing. And that's if you're keeping 10 D linemen, because if you want to then expand that to the defensive ends, you got Hubbard, Hendrickson, Murphy, Osai. Those 4 are not going anywhere, right? Cam Sample is not going anywhere, guys. That's 5. And then we were just saying Basham, Jeffrey Gunner. Like those guys, there's only so many spots. So if you're keeping 10 D linemen, it's probably going to be 6 defensive ends and 4 D tackles because you're going to move in Miles Murphy and you're going to move in Sam Hubbard on some of these NASCAR packages. So to me, you're keeping 6 D ends, 4 D tackles. Maxwell's not going to – I don't think Tufele makes it.
I know.
And I really like him.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, he had some good games for us last year.
Maybe he's a practice squad call-up guy. Or does he?
They're not going to beat all these guys on the practice squad. That's the thing.
Maybe we'll do a and this will probably be a great one for a 3:30 show, Dale. When you guys discuss the 53-man, because I'm sure that we've got a 53-man that we're going to do here pretty soon. Are we going to do
I've done those, so it'll have to. I might do one like right
before, and then do who's the 16 practice squad guys.
Yeah, practice. That's the thing, man. Practice squad. It's it's tough because sometimes they'll keep like 3 or 4 receivers. I'm like, why are you keeping? They do some weird stuff sometimes in practice squad that I don't expect with like. I mean, I understand you got a lot of receivers, but shit, you don't need like 4.
A lot of that has to do with like who was the guy that was playing Lamar Jackson in last year? You know,
Cam Taylor-Britt.
Was it Cam? Oh,
yep.
It was Cam.
It was Cam.
Okay.
Early on.
Yep, early on it was Cam.
But I was going to say, you know, guys, they're needing guys that have that physical ability to do stuff. That,
scout team.
Scout team stuff.
Well, the other thing, too, would be interesting is we talked about how many guys that are going to improve the special teams. That's going to affect all this, too. And we brought this up when you're off, your stream knocked you off there, Dale. But Travion, since he's the kick returner.
Sarah's stream knocked me.
yeah, Sarah's stream knocked you off. But with Travion as our kick returner, do they still keep him as a kick returner if he is our number 2 running back? Is that something that they change that because sometimes they don't usually like whoever the kick returner is to use them a lot during the rest of the games? It seems like I don't know. What do you think about that?
What you guys got?
Do
I was asking you. We already talked about it.
Oh, I wasn't paying any attention. I really wasn't.
Second time I asked Dan a question.
I was looking at it.
I was paying attention.
And I was thinking, like, I wonder if Chop's going to hop on here. And then I was having a whole, like, conversation in my head. And then I thought maybe it was open for everybody. So I was like, okay.
I said, hey, Dale,
we talked about it,
you were off the stream. What do you think about this?
I talked about Sarah's stream, but I really wasn't paying attention.
You just lost it from there.
Yeah, I could just think about Sarah peeing. That's all I could think about.
This, you know what I cannot stop thinking about right now is Tina Hale. Is it not Hale? Is that her last name? She said, you guys can't pronounce her name wrong.
I don't know. Maybe it's like Hale. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good. I hope it's not that. I ain't trying to pronounce that. It's like
she's going to watch Oppenheimer for sure.
Yeah.
That's
or Hydra. That's what that is.
Hydra.
I don't know. Tina, can you pronounce it for us in typing?
Yeah, I would just think hell. Like,
yeah.
Tina Hale.
Yee.
Maybe I got it right. It's Hale.
Yee.
And I could just be like, what the hell's going on, Tina?
Oh, no, she said yes. Okay.
Yeah. It's
Yee.
literally like the word
I thought her last name was Yee. Tina Yee.
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 That's a very good question, Tina, actually. What do you guys think about the new fair catch rule that they're trying out this year?
Also, it doesn't matter who the kick returner is.
Yeah, I know.
Probably not.
No matter what, it's going to the 25. I always said in college football I didn't like it. So,
refresh my memory. What is the new rule now? I forgot.
Anything it's within the 25-yard line, fair catch goes out to the 25 or something. Something like that. I don't remember exactly.
The college rule.
Yeah, the college rule.
They're trying to get the returns out of the game. Eventually, eventually just going to get rid of special teams altogether. I don't know.
Fuck you, Sarah. I got the same accent y'all got. Sarah.
No, you have an Appalachian accent. Derek has a.
Listen.
No, what mine is called is a speech impediment.
Oh shit.
If you can't make fun of yourself, what are you doing, right?
Well, you do. You are the Cantity guy.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Can't make fun of anyone else if you can't make fun of yourself.
Which you guys had the greatest shirt. Pork Chop wearing the Cantity guy shirt on a shirt.
Yeah, I thought Pork Chop would be on here though. He must be taking Greg up on that offer of 3
I think he's trying.
I'm getting my money's worth.
I think he's trying to recover sitting in the sun all day.
That's true. He's probably got a swamp ass like crazy right now.
He came up and stood by me for a little while.
Yeah, it's occasionally when you're drunk, Sarah, but
yeah, exactly.
I don't. They're all talking about you. I guess I don't have an accent. What's up?
No, you just can't read.
I cannot read. I know that.
Hey,
can't spell. Can't read.
We can't all have it all, right?
No.
Yeah.
I got the looks. Sorry.
That's it. Yeah, that's for
Nobody
Greg.
loves anybody more than Jeff loves himself.
It's for Greg. You guys need a drink. right? And all that stuff. And all that
stuff.
And all that.
I'm drinking. Cheers, boys.
As you and David have like waters.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the only ones getting effed up right now, Dale.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any, so I
probably also be the only ones not getting.
You got a ton behind you. What do you mean? Right over your right shoulder.
They're all empty.
Yeah, he drank all those
these. These are all empty too.
It's all decorative.
Yeah, they're for looks.
And it's funny when they fall down, but I think he's got to figure it out now.
I was gonna say, have you fell into them yet?
This is what I love right
down
here.
Before, yes.
When the brew crew are the ones that are drinking as well. That's what I love.
Well, they get us. That's
absolutely. They're like, the only way we can watch this show is fucked up. So
yeah,
well,
that's like Lisa is going to be starting a podcast with Joe, this guy named Joe, and
just some.
What's the show called? I can't remember.
It's Natty Talks on Twitter.
Natty Talks.
That's what. Yeah, I think I followed.
She's like, "Are you going to support the show?" It's going to be more about like Cincinnati in general. So it's not just sports. It's food, culture, music.
Hey, you survived the heat. Proud of you.
Yeah, it's probably gonna. The burn's gonna set in.
You sprayed it.
I said you probably had swamp ass like crazy,
bro. I do got swamp ass, and since it cooled down, my ass cheeks been stuck together the entire fucking time. I'm gonna need a pry bar if I got to take a shit right now. They are
you should have stood up by me more.
Hey,
that's true.
Man, yep.
Found out
Pork chop's my dad too.
It's right. That's right.
So you and Anthony are brothers.
Boys.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I love it. Spreading the seed.
The funny thing is, Pork Chop is white, and Anthony's mom's white. So
yes.
Anthony, that's some fucked up.
Anthony is the one in the picture that is not Zach Taylor.
Oh man.
Look at this. Everybody's so happy you made it, Chop.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know if I was going to live, man. I thought it was going to turn into like a piece of bacon.
He was so hot when he walked up by me. I'm like, you can stand up here for a while. He goes, this is killing me. I'm like, I'm nice and cool up here. I like where I was standing.
I said, I'm sweating like a hooker on nickel night.
You did. You should have saw the look on the lady's face that you left. She's like, what?
Oh man. You get our crew together and there's no telling what's going to go down.
Right. I was cracking up so much.
And I was being tame too, man, because Jimmy had his boy there and so did Matt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to try to chill out. I don't think Matt gives a shit how you talk around a kid.
No.
What we were talking about last night, this kid was standing there. Yeah. I'm like, earmuffs. He goes, oh yeah, you need to get out of here.
Matt was out there giving that out center fielder a couple big FUs. That guy that's supposed to be like in line for rookie of the year.
Yeah, the other.
Oh yeah,
Conrad or Collar or
Corbin
or some shit that starts with a C.
Yeah,
cocksucker.
Yeah, cocksucker.
Oh, there it is.
That would be there yelling like "fuck you, cocksucker."
But you missed. Matt caught a baseball and dropped it in batting practice.
No.
He had it and he
BP.
Thought,
At BP.
Yeah, BP. He had it and he went to go grab it and he thought James's boy was there to get it, so he stopped. And it was some other random kid. He goes, "Oh shit!"
It looked like Diehards actually got pretty close to y'all. How close was that one to you?
No. None of them were close to us.
They all down left and right field line. None of them were close to us. The only one that close was India. That was a warning track. It could have been the fourth one if you would have hit that. If that would have cleared.
I thought you guys were in the left field.
No, we're out in center.
No, center.
Oh, okay.
It was right in the center of the fucking sun.
It was. There was one cloud.
Earth might as well have been for fucking pork chops.
Hey, everybody was like, "Who the fuck picked these seats?" I was like, "Not me."
I think I actually picked them. I think I was actually the one that picked them.
And then
you son of a bitch! You picked the seats. You
then had to go used car shopping.
That's me and Chopper sitting before the game. I'm going, dude, I don't know if I'm going to make it out here.
My best friend at that, I swear to God, I watched the sky more than the game. I'm like watching the clouds, like, get the fuck over there. Come on.
He had that one cloud. He's like,
Matt was judging it too. One cloud would go away, and Matt would be like, "Looks like we got 20 minutes of bacon, boys, until the next one comes in."
They're all like, "Damn it, Derek!"
I'm like, Jesus Christ! I thought Matt picked the seats.
I forget who. Well, we was talking about pricing and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable.
Man, those Reds stay popular. Those seats around like in the middle level and the on the first baseline
under the shade.
They could sell those motherfuckers for like $500 fucking dollars. Those people were up there cool as fuck, man, chilling in the shade. I was just baking. Like there was steam coming off me. It smelled like bacon in my seat.
Did you buy that hat today, Chuck?
No. I had this hat already. Look, it's a Cincy hat.
I see that.
All the proceeds from this went to the village of Marici at the sticker. Not the hat, but the sticker.
Well, speaking of, let's get that fifth league going, y'all. You know,
yes,
we've got one guy so far, or two. Is it two, Dale? Or is Dale froze? Dale's froze.
That's a good freeze.
I think Dale's frozen
again. It's like a Luther vision.
I thought he was just like, I'm chilling out here, but in there he popped off.
I thought he was really enjoying my story.
It's Sarah's fault again. She knocked him off.
Mm-hmm.
What's she doing now? Pooping?
Yeah. You can win a signed Teddy K jersey. We just got it signed last night. Hopefully Joe still has it. He looked pretty rough whenever I left, so I don't know.
That in the truck
I don't know if
night?
Joe has it or not.
You don't remember shit about
I
last
remember going
night.
to the hotel and I remember walking to my house after that.
First of all, listen.
Listen,
I'm doing Derek.
Listen.
First of all, Joe gets in the front of Big Fancy, and so Jeff goes to get in behind me, but I got one of those leg lamps laying there that I brought for Joe. So Jeff goes around the other side, and he opens the door, and I got one of them fucking trash bins that straps to the back of your seat, hanging there. And he's like, What the fuck is this? I said, it's a fucking trash bin, Jeff. He's like, that's got to go. Take that fucking down. That's got to go. And I'm like, Jeff, I'm not going to take the fucking trash bin off. Like, Joe can scoot forward. So Joe's trying to scoot forward. Jeff's standing outside the goddamn door. He's pushing on the fucking trash bin. That's got to go. Take that fucker down. That's got to go. Joe finally gets in the truck, right? He gets the seat up. And so Jeff gets in, chills out for about 3 seconds. As soon as we start driving, Jeff saw, you got a hotel? And Joe's like, yeah. He's like, we're going in the pool. We're going in the pool. I'm like,
Chuck told me this last night.
This payback for my
I heard about it today.
I told Jeff what happened last night. I didn't tell you about the roadhead, but still.
That part out.
Jeff's like, we're getting in the pool. I'm like, we're not getting in the pool, Jeff. He's like, fuck that. You do what we say, we're gonna get in the pool. And I'm like, I ain't getting in the pool, Jeff. I said, if you get in the goddamn pool and you're wet, I said, you're gonna be riding in the back.
Well, it's not like the pool was open. It was after midnight.
You're right.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know what time
Jeff
it was.
didn't know what time it is. I could have told him we were in.
Jeff didn't know what planet he was on last night.
No, it was Joe. I blame Joe.
No, continue, Chop. This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not getting in the fucking pool, Jeff. And then we pass the UDF. He's like, pull in there. We need a beer. We need a beer.
Oh, God damn.
I'm like, we don't need a fucking beer, Jeff. Yeah, not you. I need a beer. I'm like, Jeff, you're not having no open container in Big Fancy on the way home. I said, we don't need a beer. And then we get back to Delhi, and he's still like, what's it? What are we doing? What are we doing? I said, I'm going home. I said, I'm going to drop you off first. Oh, we got to get a beer. We got to get a beer.
Oh, man, that's great. Hey,
I'm driving to take a pop now.
I don't know, Jeff, I don't know if you remember this or not, but when before I left and Jeff was still tore up, he was, Teddy K had said something about needing the chew or the fake chew, I don't know whatever it's called.
Zen.
I
got it now.
He does remember it.
Yeah.
And Jeff's like, oh, I've got some. He's like, oh, I forgot it. I can't believe I forgot it. He's like, we can go to the gas station. I'm like, Jeff, I'm not going to the gas station for Teddy K.
We can go to the gas station doesn't mean Jeff is driving. He had no vehicle there.
That was the whole point.
Go to the gas station.
I was like, Jeff, I'm not going anywhere.
Lisa told me I could walk. Like, yeah, I can walk.
It's like Jeff comes up to the table. Who wants a shot? Yeah, I'll take a shot. All right, come on. Buy us a shot.
Oh,
you want another beer? Me too. Go buy us a beer.
love you guys.
Well, he told his wife he wouldn't buy any more alcohol.
He's right,
Yeah.
man. Jeff got drunk as fuck and only spent $3.49.
Oh no! Hey, we love you too. Hey, real quick, everybody, go if you want to sign up for the fantasy league. I'm trying to circle back to this before I forget.
Yes,
Trying my hardest.
get off my drunken stories.
That's in psychiatry. That's what we call flight of ideas. All right, it goes out. You go on a different topic,
back.
and then it comes back to you.
Comes back.
Flight of ideas.
Yeah. $20 is all it takes, man.
All it takes.
$20 to a
$20.
freaking awesome charity
For
in
Vegas?
Village of Marici. I wish $20 for Vegas.
You-
$20 to Vegas can probably get you a lot
If
of
you
stuff.
get a 20,
You
if you
could
get a
probably
20,
get a BJ for $20.
If you get
No,
$20
Sarah just looked up at me and she said, "No, it can't."
if you get a $20 hooker, your dick's gonna fall off. I'll just say that.
Hey,
But
here,
anyway,
Anthony's asking
$20
what's the
to-
deadline. So
The deadline is the 31st. So when August starts, we are no longer going to be taking any more because it's a lot to try to get between August and September.
Make sure.
When's the first game?
drafts.
September 3rd or
yep, September 3rd.
yeah, between
10th,
August 1st
September
and September 3rd, you've got to
September
get
10th.
a lot of that. Is it really? I can't.
Oh
remember.
well,
Thursday
are you
night
talking
football.
about Thursday night football?
Yeah,
The
Like
opening
the
game?
first
Oh yeah, so
opening
that'll be
game.
what,
Probably
4 days
or
before
some
that.
shit. In the 7th
Yeah.
or 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got to be able to draft and do all that stuff ahead of time. So we made the deadline July 31st. So just $20 is all it takes to potentially win a Cincy hat with we're going to try to get Teddy K to sign them and all that stuff. So
And all that stuff.
yep, had to
All
finish
that
it off
stuff.
right.
What about the
Finish it off.
jersey, Derek?
Yeah, what about the jersey?
I said it initially. I said we got it. That's what got us on this whole story. I
The
said
overall winner.
I said Houday Joe has the autographed jersey if he
We think.
remembers it because
Right.
he was
Oh,
little.
God. That's he probably.
I hope he didn't have that when he passed out on the bench.
Why
Yeah,
not?
that's what I
Did he
was
have it in
saying.
the truck?
Those
I
police
don't know.
officers probably have it.
By the way, did
I
you,
don't
Right.
know who has it at this
Chop,
point.
did you find
That's
my
what got us on
sunglasses?
the whole
No.
Jeff story. Because I said we've got an autographed jersey and Joe took it home with him, I hope.
Yeah, if anybody finds some orange and black Oakley sunglasses that were at the bar last night, they're mine.
Oh, no,
Somebody
you
did
lost
find
your
him, Jeff, and you ain't getting
Bengals
them
colored
back.
sunglasses, your orange colored sunglasses that you always talk about.
Yep, they're gone. So happens when you're a drunken idiot.
What?
When you're 500 beers past inebriated.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, they're brewery beers, too. They were expensive as
Oh,
AF,
they
by
were-
the way.
We drank like I drank like 2 or 3 of them and was like, yeah, I need to start drinking water.
Man, I got a freaking pizza, a pitcher of beer, a glass of beer, and a diet soda, and it was $78.
Jeez.
Well, one glass of beer was $7. As soon as Dale got there, I bought my first beer. I'm like, holy shit, it was $7.38.
That's why I said, "What's a pitcher cost?" And they said 28.
Yeah,
But
20
Bourbon
I think
told
it
me
was
today
29.
that the pitcher was $38.
I think it was
He
29.
must have bought a
I think
different
it was
one.
28.
Yeah.
yeah, they were 28.
Either way, well, Marissa got one of those Barbie slushy drinks right away, too. So my total right away with a pitcher, and that was like $42. That's as soon as I got there. As soon as I walked in the door.
When I left, I don't even know what I paid.
It's like,
because I
here's
was
a
walking
50.
out the door.
Here's a 50 as soon as I walk in, you know? It's
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
fuck me.
it's a cool place. I mean, it's right on the river.
Oh, yeah,
It's
it really
a
is.
cool
Very
place.
nice.
It's hey, I
Mhm.
wouldn't mind going back again, but just I gotta save up.
That pizza was fucking delicious too.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
good.
they had a food truck there. I got a burrito.
Yeah.
This sucker was like,
Is that where everybody's getting the
long.
burritos from?
Yes.
Like,
yeah, they had
that
that
freaking-
truck right outside.
oh, it was huge. And I got,
That's what she
Yeah,
said,
really
but
good.
it wasn't.
So
about
you said it was
Not
like this
me.
big,
You lied to
Yeah.
and then you ate it.
mhm.
Just reenact that.
Eat the burrito.
Well, how did you take your first bite? How did you start?
just like,
Yeah, I knew it.
oh man, clip that.
Hey, Dart said you're a big damn burrito.
Mm-hmm. He saw my big burrito.
Anthony, you don't
Yeah,
have a big burrito.
definitely.
Chop's your dad.
That's right. It's impossible.
Oh man! All right. On
Sorry,
that note,
neither does
I
David.
gotta get out of here.
Sorry, buddy. You don't need a giant fucking wang when you got an epic beard like me and my son David.
Exactly.
It's true.
That's why
I
I'm
mean,
trying
Dave,
to grow
you
this
just got
out.
a
I'm trying
brand
to
new
have
baby,
an epic
right?
mustache
Yeah, she's
to
10
make up
months.
for my small
Yeah,
beard.
it's that beard, man. Fucking women can't stay off of you.
Mustache rides, beard rides.
Yes, mustache rides, beard rides.
Mine won't grow like that.
It happens, man. David.
Dave's like,
The
"Mom
next
won't
time
grow
you
like
go to
that."
the optometrist, man, you got to get some of these yellow tints.
Oh, I just ordered mine from Zenny.
So these are from Zenny.
Yeah, so
These are Zenny.
they'll send me the link. They'll show me.
Boom.
So yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna get the black ones with yellow tints though.
Okay. All right.
Even though they're kind of Steelers colors.
That way, when we're together, if we drop our glasses, we know whose is whose. I got orange ones with orange lenses for the prescription sunglasses.
All right. I gotta go, guys. Love y'all.
All right.
See you there.
See ya.
Gosh, man, no, that whip cracks. It's over.
Hey, she's not in here right now, so
No shit. She got out. She probably yelled, "Hey, Derek, I'm out of the chat. Let's fucking go."
She just walked by naked. I gotta go.
Yeah,
What?
spreading.
I don't see
them
anything.
cheeks.
Where?
Yeah, where?
There's step back over there, Derek.
She's gonna kill me.
Walk by again.
You coming?
Yeah, we're all looking.
Love y'all.
See ya.
Bye. See you there.
But I was gonna say, so David, maybe
Jeff's growing
tailgating
his
with
too.
us.
That's all I can grow. I can't grow anything else. It doesn't grow over here.
Yeah.
I haven't hit puberty yet. It's all gray anyway.
So David may be tailgating with us on the Baltimore game, but he's definitely coming to a game this season.
Woohoo!
It will be the Sunday night game, November 5th, against the Buffalo Bills. Me and David's going to roll up in that bitch.
You guys got to get here. We got to do something even earlier.
Well,
I mean,
They never get there early.
we got a hotel room in Eastgate, so we're going to meet up there. He's got a fucking way longer ass drive coming from Akron. We'll probably try to check in, just toss our shit in there, and then head to tailgate.
Awesome. Yeah. That'd be great. And then a hotel party after the game.
What time is lot 1 open?
What's
It's
that?
usually 4 hours prior to the game.
That's why you go hang out Longworth first. See, I don't park. I walk everywhere. That's how you get there.
Jeff gets dropped off.
I get dropped
Yes,
off.
so Dale's going to drive us in, and then I'll drive us home.
That's a good idea. I've seen
I
Dale
just
at
assumed
the
you
game.
were the driver the whole time.
You just,
I'm driving your
that's
vehicle.
like
I ain't
giving
driving
Dale
the
a
truck.
blank check.
I go drive the truck down to lot 1.
Well, we won't be able to park in lot 1. We'll have to find another place, anyways.
Then you can go to Longworth.
Yeah, we may
You
You
have
get
drive a
early.
truck too?
Yeah, so we have 2 trucks. We have a Yukon Denali, and then I have a 01 Silverado.
Holy shit, man! I think you might be my son. I have a Silverado.
Silverado.
Yeah, Big Fancy's a Silverado.
So do I. Does that mean I'm your son too?
Yeah.
Because you would have had to be like 3 when you had me, though.
No, listen, Jeff.
You would already have been like 15 or 16 with me, right?
It's impossible when you look at the genes that I put out, man. It only produces like really good looking men.
I could tell. I could
So
see.
you're fucked.
Well, I hate that for you, Mark, because you're probably not going to get any pussy for a long time.
That's true. You know what they call people without
All right.
beards? Women.
Yeah. You're damn right, Darth. We're the East Siders. Derek is too.
I'm surrounded by a bunch of East Side.
Which
Yeah.
Derek
Darth,
said
I
I'm
need
the-
a chain.
Throw it up there. There you go. There you go.
I need a chain, Darth.
That's right.
Derek said I'm the
I got my
East.
chain up there. There's Darth's chain.
Whatever
On the
game you're
Far
coming
East,
to,
baby.
he'll bring you a chain. Look, I'm selling shit for him already. He'll
Well,
bring
I
you a
hope to
chain.
come to the Baltimore game 17th, and then
Okay.
definitely going to the Sunday night game.
All right. Well, there you
We already
go.
booked the hotel. We're good to go there. So
We're
Darth
gonna have
loves making
a
chains, man. He's good at it too.
we're gonna have a
Great.
battle to the death. The Goodberries versus the Altman Brothers.
That's
Is this a physical fight?
No,
Or is this gonna be like? Are we actually gonna do the?
If it's a physical fight, I feel like I gotta put my money on.
It's going to be a drink off, and Dale's the only one that drinks, and we're still going to win.
If it's a drink off, I still got my money on the Altmans.
And I'm sober, so.
Oh, I can take both of them.
And I got to tell you though,
I don't know, man. Glenn drinks like all kinds of beers, and I don't know.
He might be able to out-eat us.
Glenn would be a tough.
Name me an event that the Goodberries could beat the Altman boys.
Running.
Baseball.
Running. Okay, there you
basketball. Well, maybe not basketball.
Not basketball. Dale school.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Right? I changed my mind there.
Dale, he might have lied to me, David. He told me he was really good at basketball.
He is very good.
Loves basketball. It's like his favorite sport growing up.
I was just trying to think like 2-on-2.
But he played soccer only so he could stay in shape for basketball.
Yeah, it's true.
And he was so good at soccer, he was offered a scholarship.
Also true. Yeah. Has he not shown any pictures of his soccer days?
That's just depressing how skinny I was.
With the frosted tips?
He doesn't say this is my soccer days. He says these are my I could see my dick days.
I missed that guy.
Right.
He was just a wee fella anyways.
Yeah.
I like the picture you did your Zoolander one, right? That was one of the best ones you sent.
I got a lot of very metrosexual, we'll say, photos out there from back in the day. Kind of like Cap. You guys see the one with Cap with his hair that he put out?
Did you see? With no beard.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, you gotta like study it. Like, what the fuck is that?
That's
really
just frightening. It's just frightening, right? It's like,
right.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can end it. I don't know. What else we got?
Yeah. Well,
the Brewers were losing earlier.
Thank God.
Let me see.
Who are they playing?
Yeah.
I'll look.
Are they playing
Braves.
Atlanta?
They're playing the Braves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully the Braves beat there. It's 3-1. Bottom of the fifth. Braves are winning.
Man,
right.
I cannot believe they hit 3 fucking home runs
Oh,
right in a row.
3-2.
Right in a row. 3
They just
home runs
scored
in the
2,
same
but the
inning.
Brewers just scored 2 runs basically back to back in this inning, and they're still
Fuck them.
so they're
Damn it.
coming back.
How often does that happen that a team hits 3 home runs in a row, 3 at bats in the same inning?
I mean, it's happened. I feel
Yeah.
like with the Reds a few times.
Jimmy said he thought that it happened this year already, before this season.
Maybe once, maybe.
Actually, I think he's right, but I don't think it was at home.
And then they put Ellie in one fucking time. Well, he came out the next inning, played third, but they put him on third base, and everybody's like, oh, everybody starts Ellie chanting. They're like, he's going to steal. He's going to steal. But, then who was it? McLean hit that ball.
Yeah.
And he did get home, though. I mean, and it was a contested catch. The guy it was close to tagging him out, but Ellie got.
It was the first baseman. He tug out first base, and they spun him through it home.
I feel like, to be honest, I feel like I want McLean to be my favorite guy, right? But I can't help it. That Ellie is like a fucking from the planet Krypton. He is not human, this guy.
He's the most consistent guy. I'll say that. But Ellie, dude, he's
not human.
Superstar, like the superstar factor all around, too.
As soon as that ball, I wish I would have paid attention
size, everything is insane.
And when he came out on the field, he's like a giant out there.
Yeah.
He's so tall compared to everybody else.
It's T. Higgins with Jamar Chase speed.
Right.
And Mr. T and the Mr. T kit.
I wish I would have paid attention to Ellie on third. When they hit the ball, I was watching first base. All of a sudden, I looked back and Ellie slid across home. I wish, because he was gone on contact.
I was gonna say I recorded it, but I didn't get the part where he slid into home.
Yeah,
I was too busy like looking around and not looking where my phone. I don't have the experience that Greg has, where he records 24/7 and then just deletes the ones he doesn't like.
He's got to stop ending with close-ups of himself because he got like boogers and everything going on. I'm just saying.
That's his face.
He could cut it off like right.
Yeah.
He's like, Die Hard, the Christmas movie. Die Hard, the Christmas movie.
He probably doesn't still say that.
He said it on the video.
No, I know he said it on the video.
But he said he's done this before, and then he goes back.
Yeah, he goes back.
And nobody had not a drop of alcohol. We all had enough last night.
Yeah, and you're baking in that sun. It's just
it was so hot. Oh my God.
Well, that was the thing. Chop, before the game started, Chop got up and he said, "I'm gonna get a drink." I said, "Oh, I got water here." He's like, "No, I need hops and barley." I was like,
Yeah.
"All right."
And I
So
come back with a soda.
That doesn't look like hops and barley. He goes, "Nah, I got it."
Changed my mind already.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought about it when I got to the concession stand. What was selling me was because they had that giant fucking can. It's like,
hey, Jeremy's the other guy we met, so I got both J names wrong. So.
they got a can that they sell, that 24-ounce can, and it's got a giant koozie on it.
That's the one I have. Yeah.
Red's koozie.
Yeah, I got that koozie.
And just because it had that koozie on it, it almost sold me. You know why?
That's the reason I bought it.
That can is the same size as the Four Locos. So I would have had a koozie.
Mm-hmm.
How much was it though? $60?
Man, it was probably like $26.
I think
I don't know.
Yeah,
It
but
was a
you would have had that
big
koozie
24-ounce
for your Four Locos.
Yep.
It was a 24-ounce can of beer, and it had that 24-ounce can koozie on it. I might get one tomorrow. You know, fuck it. I'm getting one tomorrow. I need
Talked you
that
right
koozie
into
for my
it.
Four Loco.
Now Matt was really struggling, and he was feeling pretty good at the event. But then he said he got back to Dayton or close wherever close to he lives, and him and his wife went out last night drinking. So he got drunk twice yesterday.
Yeah, he was praying to the porcelain god all morning.
Yeah.
Matt was.
And they went to the Reds game.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Set in the sun. Jeez.
Yeah.
They're away.
Yeah.
I'm way too old for that.
He said when he was on his way down, when he heard Ellie wasn't playing, he almost turned around.
Yeah,
If he didn't have Alex with him, he would have turned around.
He was gonna turn around.
As soon as he heard Ellie wasn't going to play, he was like, "Fuck this! I'm going to turn around."
I feel like
Ellie did need a day off. Like
he did. But then, like, nobody was hitting. Like either team, nobody was hitting the damn ball. At one point, it was like the 5th inning, and there was one hit.
Top of the 5th, or I think it was top of the 5th is when it was one hit for them. We had no hits, and
they start out the game hitting. They start out bases loaded, and
it wasn't from hits though; it was from walks.
Yeah, it was one hit.
And
McClain got
beamed.
beamed. Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, boom,
bam.
boom.
But that was really, I mean, other than
it was like Dave Lapham says, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, they hit a little bit after, but they still aren't hitting like they were.
This third down guy right there.
Oh yeah, man, it was
great.
It
was awesome, buddy.
I had a blast.
It was good time. And
good times.
Unannounced, Trenton Irwin showed up and stayed for a long time.
Yeah, he was there the whole time I was there.
I gave him a hug and didn't introduce Dale to him.
Yeah, did not. He said did not. By the
did
way.
not.
Yeah, to clarify. No, but I think they said he left not long after I left. So
yeah, it wasn't until after you guys left. He left.
I left. He was like, no reason to stay. I'm hoping to freaking make it till after the signing was done to hang out with Dale.
Well, he passed me on the way out, and he said to me, "Did you see where Dale went?"
You're like 2 hours that way.
I said, "Just get on the road and drive 2 hours.
2 hours one of those ways.
Get on the road and drive 2 hours and see if you can see him."
Honestly, Dale, I'm surprised Teddy didn't stay after you left.
It's shocking. What are you guys planning on going to the back together?
Yeah, we're going to mine, and we're going there, then they come back to my house.
I'm pretty up in the air on it just because.
Told you got a place to stay.
Yeah, go.
I know, but I don't want to drive up by myself. Last year, like I said, there's nowhere to set by the time I get there. Like, it's rough. Like, I didn't understand why they didn't open up the second level last year.
That's what I heard too. It was really crowded. And
they're like, no, you can't sit up here. It's like, well, there's no seats in the bottom, and it's like the whole concourse is filled too. Like, you guys are really popular. You know?
Yeah.
I know they only sell a certain amount of tickets, but I think they end up letting way more.
When you buy the
people
tickets though this year, it said only the bottom bowl was open.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's what they. I mean, that's what. It's
you know what?
to
If we get there and it's real crowded, we stand there, we bullshit a little bit, and then we fucking take off and drink Four Locos in Jeff's backyard.
No, it's fine. I'll just yell at one of my best friends down there, and I'll be like, "Hey, I'm gonna come down the field. There's nowhere to set. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, come on.
Be like, hey, Teddy.
Yeah, go find Ted.
Dale.
Yeah. I want to see if Burrow put his hands under my ass and let me snap to him.
There you go.
Be like, I'm not wearing any underwear. What?
I might not wear any either.
Too soon?
Too far? Too true.
Too
far? Too true.
Let's end this. Features. What's up?
Yeah.
Dalton's in the chat.
You guys want to end this one? You want to talk about anything exciting?
I don't have anything exciting. I finally got 3 days off on the road. Today was number 2, so tomorrow
And
I got a bunch of days off next week too, because technically I'm on vacation, but I picked up 3 days of it.
And he hung out with me both days.
Oh, and I'm going to FCC on Thursday night. I got.
Oh yeah, you got the club seats.
Man, I got club seats, free food, free beer. You motherfuckers don't know what you did.
Hey, looky here, game 1 from all the way from Seattle, Washington. Doug Signature's going to be in Cincinnati.
Hey, he needs to bring you something for your birthday, Dale.
He's coming in just for my birthday.
That's right.
Me and Matt.
This whole fan base revolves around you, Dale. Don't you know that?
I've noticed that was a very super successful event yesterday. You're welcome, Ted. It wouldn't have been for you and Trenton.
He said, "What do I need to do while I'm there?" But
drink.
That whole side of the screen. Wait a minute. Oh, that whole side of the screen they don't live in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They do visit, though.
How long are you going to be in town? That's the thing. How long are you going to be in the Cincinnati area? And how much money do you have? Because everybody would tell you to go to the precinct and Jeff Ruby's.
No shit.
But I would say don't do that if you don't have a lot of.
I get the steak.
If your income's anywhere near mine, don't go there and spend like
go to the bank.
Half a paycheck.
Listen, the steak that I can afford also comes with a plate of hash browns, scattered, smothered, covered.
Waffle House?
Yeah, that's the steak. How do you want your steak? I want it medium, and I'll take scattered, smothered, covered with that, please. And a waffle.
Got to put the taste on it.
Yes.
Steak from Waffle House. It's classy.
Yes. Thing's about as thick as a piece of bacon. Yes, prints and stickers, all of it.
All the above.
All the above, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say your body.
Medium rare. That's what I'm talking about, Dalton. That's anything else is burnt or raw. Medium rare, perfect. You eat that fucking well done shit.
Oh, well, dude, I can do medium now. I used to do well done. I
do medium or almost semi rare.
Well, let me ask you this, Dale. Have you not done medium rare because you're scared of it?
No, Marissa does that shit. I don't know. It's just like, okay, this is like.
Have you tried it?
Yeah,
have you tasted it?
Medium's better.
Oh, it's so good, medium rare.
We grew up eating it burnt.
Well done. Yeah.
Well done. So
burnt.
I'm very surprised he eats a medium.
Yeah, I grew up and I needed the A1 sauce. My parents wouldn't even get.
We had to use ketchup.
Ketchup,
bitches. That big fucking.
We didn't even buy A1 sauce, did we?
Ketchup.
We never had A1 sauce.
I never knew what A1 sauce was until.
Yeah. Till you went to Joni's and I had it.
Ketchup, and you want breakfast in the morning? We're gonna fry up some bologna, motherfuckers.
Yeah. You want a bologna sandwich or you want nothing?
Hey,
I was like, I don't want it on a sandwich. I just want the bologna.
I was just talking about bologna the other day. One of the nurses walking out saying how she never ate bologna. I'm
fried
like,
bologna.
Fried bologna. Oh my God, a fried bologna sandwich? Come the fuck on, man. That's delicious.
You guys are making me hungry. Talk about steak.
I am hungry. I am fucking hungry. And
I know.
Which Marissa and them ended up not going to Texas Roadhouse, 30 to 45 minute wait. That was talked about earlier. They went to Olive Garden.
Oh.
Oof. That's
I don't like
downgrade.
Olive Garden. Yeah, I don't.
My wife loves Olive Garden. I'm not a huge fan.
I like Olive Garden, but
it's all right.
Yeah, the rest of them like it too, but I'm like, it's not my. I ate there and I was like,
The only thing that's good there is that chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh, there's chicken parm. I like
that's good.
Chicken parm's good there.
Nothing else. Fuck it.
They got good breadsticks.
Minestrone soup too.
But basically, I'm not getting my fucking Roadhouse rolls. I'm just getting fucked all around on this whole deal. God. But Marissa did say it's warm as fucking balls in that fucking Olive Garden. So
the fuck is Dalton talking about seal meat? He eats seal meat?
I think he's saying bologna seal meat.
Oh, bologna is seal meat? Seals be tasting good as fuck then.
I don't know. You just fucking fry it up, man. Just fry shit up.
What can you expect at What can you expect at your tailgate there, Dale?
Lots of beers.
I don't have a tailgate.
Yeah, beers.
We have a lot, and then Jim has a big tailgate. And then
basically, it's a live version of the show right now.
Pretty much.
There's a lot of drinking. There's some food. There's not always a lot of food.
A lot of pissing.
Oh yeah, and sometimes I just have to fucking crack a door and fucking piss in the parking lot.
You know,
the bathroom lines are too long, so
you got to start standing in line when you don't have to piss. Like, just go get in line for the portalette, because by the time you get there, you'll probably have to piss real bad.
That's why I like Longworth. You can just go put railroad tracks into it.
Eric's buying one of them pissing tents this year.
Is he?
Derek says a lot of things, so let's not count on anything that Derek has said. To be fair,
I just need to get like condom catheters from work and put them in and strap a bag to my leg.
Whoa.
Whatever works.
All right, bring them for everybody.
Well, I got to pee again, and I don't think anybody wants to wait on me to come back, right? You guys can't even just going to end it.
I can't make a decision without you.
End the show.
I don't know how to end the show.
Everybody ready to end the show?
I'm hungry. Go end the show. I need some food.
Okay. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We love you all. Hooday. We'll be back at it probably Monday, potentially at 3:30, and then we'll figure out the rest of the fucking schedule. It's kind of how it goes. We don't know what the hell we're doing. We figure it out when the time comes. Love y'all.